Today I want to talk about faith. Not just faith in God in the religious sense, but faith in that how the universe works. And what brought about this little talk is my friends back in Harmony Church back home. Shout outs to Toby and Tola and the rest of the group. And this week they shared about faith in God, and I thought this will be something interesting for me to talk about while I'm away. So here we are. What is faith? Faith is the belief in something, the unwavering belief despite the lack of evidence, despite the lack of outstanding facts. You have no basis to believe in something, but yet you believe in it. Not just believing in it, but unwaveringly believing in it, with no doubt. Faith. That is what I would consider faith. Now, I'm a pretty logical person, and by logic, faith is stupid. It doesn't work if you only try to look at it from a logical point of view. But nothing has taught me more about faith than when I started becoming an entrepreneur and on my entrepreneurial journey. And being an entrepreneur, especially at the beginning, sucks. It really sucks. And this is why it sucks. Most people, when they think about owning a business, they think, okay, yep, they'll go in, they invest a little bit of money, they start a business, and then next day, oh, they made more money. And then eventually they scale and they become rich. Well, unfortunately, it's not like that. What actually happens is you have a business, you want to start a business. Maybe if you're lucky at the beginning, you earn a little bit of money, but usually you don't. So you run the business at a loss, maybe for 6 months, maybe for a year, maybe for 3, maybe for 5. You run the business at a loss and you're literally making no money. As a matter of fact, you're losing money because you're keeping the business going despite not making any money. And there's no one to, or there's no like rule book, right? It's not like maths where you can learn like 2 plus 2 is 4, 3 times 3 is 9, whatever. There's no specific clear roadmap for a business, and every business is a bit different. You know, they could be in a different market, in a different niche, different business model, targeting different people, etc., whatever. And you have so much learning to do. And when you're not making those sales and you're not getting those clients and you're not making money, you're just trying to figure things out. Okay, what do I need to do to get clients? Is it volume? Is it the way I pitch? Is it how my product page is laid out? Is it the way my product descriptions are? Is it the way my ads are done? There's so many different factors that you need to try and figure out. And there's no sign that says, okay, if you fix this, then you will make this amount. It's not like if I run my online store, okay, you need to put this much money in your ads and then you will make this much money. And then once you make this much money, then you gotta add this to your checkout page and then you will make this much money. No, it's not like that. It's, okay, you're not making any money. Okay, what could be the problem? Is it the ads? Okay, let's try changing the ads. That didn't do anything. Okay, is it the checkout? Okay, let's try changing the checkout. That didn't do anything. Is it the product description? Let's try changing that. Okay, that didn't do anything. So you have to just keep trying stuff. And eventually, that one thing you try is probably going to be the key. But you won't reach that thing because there's so many stuff to try if you just stop and give up. And the only thing that business owners have in common, or successful ones, is that they don't give up. And the only way you don't give up is by having faith. Logically, if you look at it, it doesn't make any sense. Like if you look at the numbers, right? Okay, we're losing money for literally 18 months straight. By running these ads, we're losing even more money. What's the plan? How do we make money? Well, I don't know. We just got to keep figuring things out. Well, what do you mean figure things out? What's the action? Where's the problem? How do you diagnose it? What are you going to fix? I don't know. I just have to keep trying things. I can't tell you a certain plan that will guarantee you a certain amount of profit. It doesn't work like that. So logically looking at it, it makes no sense to continue running the business because you don't have the plan. But that's not how being an entrepreneur works. Hence, you need to have faith. And people associate faith as well very closely with prayer. It's like you're praying for something and you may or may not get it straight away, but you have faith that eventually you'll get it. All right? Let's say something I really wanted, like a Lamborghini. Okay, I'm praying for a Lamborghini, right? Huracan Evo, purple. Is God just gonna spawn one around the corner and I'm gonna hop in it and live my life happily ever after? Well, no, that's not how it works. Because in order to have a Lamborghini, you need to be financially free to some degree. You have to develop a certain level of discipline to get there. You have to learn a certain set of skills. You have to know how to network with certain people. You have to know where to spread your wealth, how to budget, how to invest. And the reason why I don't have one yet, or why God hasn't given me one, is because I haven't learned the skills to get one. And He loves me too much to give me one when I'm not ready, only for me to lose it, because I wouldn't know who to trust with it. I wouldn't know how to negotiate the prices of the car or of the insurance, etc. I wouldn't know where to or how to take care of it. I wouldn't know how to not lose it or how to have somebody not sue it or whatever. I wouldn't know how to protect it under certain asset structures. And losing it would be more painful than my situation right now of just simply not having one, right? And He loves me too much for me to go through that scenario. He'd rather test me. And that's what He does. He tests you. When you pray for something, He tests you along the way to see if you're ready for it. Every test is Him seeing if you're ready. Waking up when your alarm goes off, that's a test. What are you gonna do? You're gonna snooze? You're gonna snooze or you're gonna get up? That thought of you having not exercised yet today, that's another test. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go to the gym? You're gonna go for a run? Or are you gonna just say, oh, nah, it's a bit too late in the day. Oh, nah, it's 5 p.m. so the gym's gonna be full. All these are tests, small things, but they're tests. Well, what does going to the gym have anything to do with making money? Well, that's the thing. It's training your discipline. That's part of the skill set. And that's how He tests you. Through many things throughout the day, they are tests. You pray for something. You ask God to give you something. He hears you, as He does with everyone else. But as the Father that loves His children, He doesn't just give you things randomly the moment you ask for them. He has to make sure you're ready to handle them, so you don't fumble it when He blesses you with what you ask for. So the only way to do that is to test you. And you need to have faith that every challenge you go through, every form of discomfort, it's Him testing you. It's Him preparing you. It's not a punishment. Him making you wait is not a punishment. Him making you wait is a blessing. Because Him making you wait is Him preparing you. so you don't mess it up. So nowadays, when things don't work in my entrepreneurial journey, I don't see it as, no, why aren't you giving me this yet? I've worked so hard. Oh, I've worked for this many hours and it's still not working. Why? Just give me it. Just give me it. I'm not like that. I think, okay, so this doesn't work. What's the lesson here? How would the successful Lamborghini owning version of me react to this scenario? Because if I react as the future me does, then I pass the test. And if I pass the test and I pass enough tests along the way, then eventually I get the Lamborghini or whatever else I want once I get there. That's what faith is. When something goes wrong, I have faith that God has made it gone wrong for a reason. And the reason why I said gone wrong is because, yes, in my mind and from my perspective, it's gone wrong. But as part of God's grand plan, it's exactly how it's meant to be. Because He is preparing me. And the only way to do that is to give me scenarios where I have to deal with certain challenges. And if I can't deal with those challenges, then I'm just simply not ready. And if I'm not ready, then He simply just doesn't give me it. It's that simple. So, faith. I'll see you guys on the next one.